Rachel and Koa, and today he and I are going to be going over how to prevent him from chewing on the leash, so leash chewing. Now, he's pretty mellow right now since it's just one-on-one, and we are practicing in the afternoon, so he's a bit tired from a full day of playing with all of his friends. He definitely plays a lot. So he's not really going after the leash now, but a lot of times when we pull out his leash, he gets really excited and he immediately starts chewing on it, gnawing on it, pulling on it, all of that. And that can make it really difficult to take him for a walk, and also you don't want it to damage your leash. So I want to give you a few tips as to how you can prevent him from doing that when he is super excited. Come here, Koa. Come on. All right, so he and I already worked on drop it, and so with practice with drop it, I think you can apply that in this situation. So he needs more practice with drop it so that he really learns the command before you apply it to the leash situation. That's because, remember how I taught you with drop it is to offer him the treat and then get him to drop the object and take the treat. Now, that's fine in a game type setting like playing fetch with him. However, with this leash chewing, it can kind of be positive reinforcement for the behavior we don't want. So instead of positively reinforcing it by giving him a treat every time he chews on the leash, we kind of want to do it a little bit differently. Instead, we want to discourage the bad behavior instead of giving him a reward for it. Because in his mind, it doesn't really make sense. If he chews on the leash, he gets a treat. So we want to avoid that. Now, ways to do that are kind of like the same corrections we do with off. If you remember making a correction sound like ah, and giving him a poke to right behind the ears or to his flank to kind of distract him and correct him there. Or if you walk with a small squirt bottle, you can spray him to get him to stop doing it then. And then you can praise him by petting him and talking all sweet to him when he does drop it. So that's one approach to it. Another thing you can do is when you're walking him and he starts chewing on the leash, pair it with some sort of command, whether it's drop it or if it is a no noise like ah, just say ah, and yank it out from his mouth. By yanking it like that, you'll kind of be yanking it against his teeth and his collar as well, and so that he will receive a physical correction there as well. And that can kind of help to teach him, it's not a punishment, it's not harmful to Koa, it won't hurt him, but it will correct him. So you can try that as well. Another idea that we have is by walking him with two leashes. So his normal leash and a training leash. So I will grab it here and show you what I mean. So, come here, Koa. Come here, lazy boy. All right. Come here. So I'm going to snap his collar off really quick, and I'm going to place this retractable chain on him. It's nice and long, and I put his collar back over it. So, what you can do here is you have these two leashes. Gather one up. All right, see, he's already trying to chew on it. Ah! Ah! Okay, so now, as he's chewing on his leash, ah! Okay. No, Koa. Ah. Ah. Come here, Koa. Ah. Good boy. Good job. Ah. Okay, it took me a little while to get the leashes situated, but what I had here is holding the training leash with the chain back and his leash pulling him out in front. No, pull on. All right, so come in. And he gets a correction pop every time he chews on the leash, like that. So come on. All right, once we actually get walking, he does pretty good at chewing on his leash and not reaching around to get the correction leash. Might help if you turn your second leash so it's coming from his back like that. Come on, Koa. Okay. Now with this little dance that we got going here, I think it will, it might be the case that it will work best to, excuse me, to give him a pop with whichever leash he's not chewing on, since he's kind of going after both of them. But you can see he gets it all wrapped up around his mouth, so you want to correct him for that and get it out of his mouth. This will make your walking a lot easier, and it will make loose leash walking and heeling, which we've been practicing, easier as well. It can be very effective and just add to his leash manners and make it a lot easier for you. So I hope these tips help. This was Rachel and Koa, and we are working on discouraging leash chewing.